one other household to your June 7th. But I'm not too sure whether she'll be able to stay overnight, but you're not a visitor.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
There's only from June 7th. She can't come now at the moment. From June 7th, she's allowed to come over. She can't come over now. She'll be from June 7th. That's what's there in the rules again. She can't wait now. She has to come over June 7th. Alright?
Yeah.
You better tell her now.
Nah.
June 7th. She can't
You
come
tell
over.
her. Here you go. You're in here. Here you go. You ready?
It isn't that far to go now. It's only a few weeks.
Yeah. Sorry, ma'am. Tania has found the information on the newspaper cutout. She says that June 7th is the next day you can come over. Tell her, Tania.
So June 7th, you can have one visitor out to your home, Jordan. June 7th.
So I can go over to you on Saturday then. That is
No, June 7th.
June 7th.
the helicopter bus over there. You have to hold on a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, see we're at the airport. Yeah, now.
You have to wait till June 7th to come out, Jordan. Only one visitor from one other household can come to your home from June 7th.
June 7th.
June 7th.
Yeah, okay. So
All right.
Alright. Okay.
Bye.
Alright, bye.
Let me take you back to 73. Before I ever had a multi-colour 73.
o'clock.
HSE instructs maternity hospitals to ease restrictions, and 3 teens held over violent disorder incident at Dart Station.
On your radio, online, on the FM 104 app, and your smart speaker.
Dublin's hit music station.
FM 104.
I'm Hazel Nolan, good afternoon. The HSE says it will clarify to maternity hospitals that partners are not to be excluded from any stages of labour. Maternity hospitals have been told to allow partners to be present for labour and the birth. Some hospitals are still making partners wait in car parks until the birth is imminent. Chief Clinical Officer with the HSE, Dr. Colin Henry, says partners should be allowed once labour is induced.
One of the themes that came back from patients and partners themselves was that they would prefer that the partners were able to be present throughout labour from induction onwards. So that's something we're clarifying as a result of the exercise we carried out in the past week. That when our guidance says present for labour, it means from induction onwards.
FM 104.
Live.
3 teenage boys have been arrested in connection with the violent disorder incident at Howth Junction Dart Station last month. In a video which went viral, a woman can be seen falling onto the tracks as she tried to dodge a group of teenagers. A search operation was carried out across 5 locations in North Dublin this morning. A number of items of clothing were seized, as well as bikes and phones. 2 boys, aged 16 and one aged 13, are being questioned by Gardaí at Clontarf, Raheny and Coolock Garda stations. They can be held for up to 24 hours. Less than a third of bikes stolen since the start of last year have been recovered. Around 4,800 of them were taken in Dublin over that period of time, and Gardaí are urging riders to keep a record of the bike's serial number. It's believed around half of people who have their bikes stolen don't report it. Fianna Fáil TD James Brown says that seems to be a common trend.
Some statistics saying it could be even as high as maybe 1 in 3 that are not reporting it. It may be down to the value, maybe it's down to some sense of frustration. I don't really know. I think it's something we do need to look at, but whether, no matter what the numbers are, we have to try and tackle the issue of bike theft. And I think the same message is for everybody. You know, take a photograph of your bike, take down the serial number of it, and if you can, etch your aircode onto it as well, and that will help if it's recovered to get it back to you.
Gardaí seized more than €28 million worth of drugs in the first 4 months of the year. That's 392% more than what was seized in the same period in 2020. €3.8 million in cash was also recovered between January and the end of April, which marks an increase of 183%.
FM 104.
The future of Tonka Park will be discussed at a virtual meeting this evening. The lease on the grounds has come to an end, with the ownership back in the hands of the local authority. Residents in Drumcondra are urged to take part in tonight's meeting. Councillor Joe Costello hopes it doesn't get sold off to a private developer.
A number of studies to indicate that people who work less are happier and healthier in their own lives, but actually they're also more productive in their working lives. There's a couple of studies, or a number of studies done by a number of different organisations that would indicate that it's not necessarily the case that spending more time at work makes you more productive. So there's benefits there to the employee directly in the first instance, but also to the employer.
And The Nevers comes to Sky on Monday. It's a dark, gritty and sometimes funny non-superhero series that feels like a superhero series. Lead character Laura Donnelly explains.
It's a much more human story than it is everything else. You know, these women, mostly women, they have particular abilities, but they're not superpowers. You know, these are, for a lot of these women, they're hindrances, they're things that they're having to try and learn how to live with.
FM 104.
Complete your home. Your ways to shop.
I knew that already, yeah. I had bikes still on further right down. I had bikes still on before, back when I was going to college, you know?
What sort of bikes are they talking about? Motorbikes?
Push bikes.
What?
Push bikes.
Push bikes. This is a bit of a way over here.
Both directions along the Grand Canal between Leeson Street and Howells Cross. Slow both ways in Church Street between the North Quays and North King Street. There's delays in the Fifth Borough between Parks Corner and Dawes Corner. And the Swords Road is busy both ways coming up to Griffith Avenue. A little more in 25 minutes. If you're stuck on a jam, get me on WhatsApp 087 609 7F104.
The weather's brighter, the days are longer, and you're really enjoying the grand stretch. You head outdoors, greeted by the smell of sausages sizzling from next door, thinking, it's a perfect time to fire up your own barbecue. Grabbing the essentials, laying out the sauces, finding the right place for each
Guardiola has thanked Jurgen Klopp for making him a better manager. His Manchester City team were crowned Premier League champions for a third time in 4 years earlier this week. Klopp's Liverpool beat them to the title last season, and Guardiola says that pushed him to keep improving.
Of course, it was an inspiration for me. He made me, through his teams in Dortmund and Liverpool, better manager. He made me think a lot about discover the games and the opponents and everything, so thank you so much.
Liverpool will look to keep on at their house for the top-four finish this evening. New York side play Manchester United in the rearranged Premier League meeting at Old Trafford. That won't be
Tomorrow's going to be one dad's birthday.
Oh yeah, is it?
I think I'm going to Turkey tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a pity. Well, good thing, isn't it? Yeah, good thing, yeah.
I could do with that, because it's going to be a difficult day tomorrow.
Yeah, difficult day, yeah. Can you turn it down a bit? I'm trying to read.
That's not that loud, Liam.
Right.
It's I barely even have it up that loud.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't even have it that loud, Liam. Huh?
Yeah, you can still hear it, you know. Very close to it. You're very close to it.
I want the viewers to be able to hear some music too, you know. The viewers enjoy the music, you know, when the videos are on.
Yeah.
Have you never complained about the music before when you were
No,
here?
I'm trying to read, you see.
No, we never complained about the loud music before when you were here.
Mm.
I've had it loud many times, you never complained about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
All of a sudden you're doing it now. You'd be lucky because this is a crap song anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See? Nice. I like that. Very good. Very good. Very good. Put the envelope. I'll give you the address now, eh? Do you want the address, yeah?
Like, will I close it over? Where's the pen? What are you doing today? Oh, there.
Give you the address here, right? You ready?
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Have you got stamps?
Yeah, I think so in pocket.
Where is she?
I'll give you her name and alien days first of all, right?
Well, I put a purple slash shape on that because I want to stay.
Okay.